Every day my people they inside bus. Every day my people they inside bus. 49 sitting, 99 standing. Them go pack themselves in like sanding. Them they faint, them they wake like cock. Them go reach the house.
Hello and welcome to Iroegbu show. Today I'll be speaking on the unrealistic demands by estate agents and landlords in the UK, especially in London, and neglects of properties. The unrealistic demand by most estate agents and landlords in the UK is on the increase and leads to many becoming either homeless or settling for a property that is either undersized or live in houses in very poor condition. A lady said to me that she's left with no option than to share a bedroom with her son, not because she cannot afford a two-bedroom, but as a result of this unreasonable demand from landlords and estate agents of annual income. For a family of 3 to 6 people, for instance, to rent a 3-bedroom house or 4-bedroom in London, the estate agents are requesting that you must be earning £40,000 and above, while a family of 2 to 4 is expected to earn about £30,000 or above. I believe these figures are not feasible, as the average salary in the United Kingdom was about £26,500, and even with the new average of £27,531, many still don't fit into this rental criteria. I have addressed my concerns severally with most estate agents, and they agreed with me that it's unrealistic to make such a demand, but that is their criteria. One actually told me to pay the entire rent for the length of the tenancy, and I asked myself if I was in Nigeria or England. The new average salary in the UK being £27,531 per annum. But yet, most estate agents and landlords have set up a criteria for you earning £40,000 or above to rent a 3-bedroom flat or a house, and over £30,000 to rent a 2-bedroom house or flat. It's not just realistic. The estate agents do not earn that much themselves. I think that request is unreasonable and should be looked at. I approached some of the estate agents here in London, and one of the ladies said to me that her income combined with that of her partner does not come up to £40,000 yearly. But they do not know why they have to make such requests from prospective tenants. Also, having approached so many estate agents in the past 1 year when I was about to move to London, nearly all of them came up with the same request. If you haven't tried moving home within London or moving into London lately, just pick up the phone and make calls to some estate agents and you will hear the outrageous demand. Even adverts on Gumtree and other online websites for rental properties. You will see things like no pets, no DSS, no children, no smokers, and so on and so forth. Sometimes no male, no female. Come on! What has humans become of? You forgot so soon that you were once a tenant. And even if you think you were born with golden spoon, at least give others a chance. If you can be denied of renting a property because of your children, love for pets, financial status, even when you can afford it, smoking habits, then what is the society becoming of? And what will be next? I hope you will not be denied renting due to your height or religion someday. It might sound funny, but if you reflect back for a second and see the drastic change in rental criteria in England in the past few years, then it must be worrisome. And we should do something quick so the future generation will not suffer the same or even worse. In my opinion, I think this request is getting out of hand. Remember, everyone cannot own their property at the same time. And even if you own a property here in England, when you move out of your territory to live elsewhere, you may become a tenant also. And I know quite well that you will not want to be treated in such a manner. It's because someone do not own their own property here in London or do not own a property yet. That's the reason you have people showing interest in your property. Remember, renting a property to someone is not a favor, but a service rendered, and you get paid money in return. So there should be mutual respect from both parties. Why do most landlords and estate agents now think they can rent out a property that is inhabitable to humans? We talk about animal welfare a lot in England, but here in London, humans are being subjected to living in properties that ordinarily are inhabitable. As a landlord or agent, your interest in property business should not just be the money aspect alone, but also you should be prepared to renovate your property as when due and carry out the necessary repairs that will allow your tenants some comfort. Knowing so well that it has not been possible for the different boroughs in London and other parts of England to meet with the high demands of their residents with council housing requests. Therefore, it should be made compulsory for anyone who wants to venture into property business or already in it to ensure that the property is in good condition before giving it out for rent. I was in Crayford last week on Bexley Lane, but unfortunately, the estate agent who was to take prospective tenants around cancelled the appointment. I would have loved to see how inside of this property would be like. Come and see the property exterior that looked abandoned, dirty. In fact, it's awful. That property should be brought down and rebuilt. But if you are not in full-time work, whether due to illness, looking after a family member who is unwell, or you are a nursing mother, or not earning enough, for any reason, that is the house that you can be considered as a tenant in most cases. We now find houses with no smoke alarms, carbon monoxide monitoring, and very damp houses being rented to tenants. This is only possible because adequate measures have not been taken to monitor the housing situation. I was with a family recently, and they showed me how damp their house was, and they said they have been complaining about it, and now their little daughter is sick off and on. The man in the house is having difficulty breathing, and the wife is pregnant, was not feeling fine as well, as they constantly inhale spores from their very damp home. When such tenant make a complaint to the landlord or agent, the tenant is sometimes faced with an eviction notice. Even with the new law that came into effect in October 2015 to ensure a working smoke or carbon monoxide monitoring device is installed by landlords in every rented property, or else will face a fine of up to £5,000. Yet, so many houses are still rented with no smoke alarms. This is unacceptable, and it's violation of housing policy. If statistics shows that smoke or carbon monoxide poisoning is responsible for 26 deaths and 670 injuries every year in the UK, will it not be worthwhile to assign officers who will go around to check properties to ensure a working smoke or carbon monoxide monitor is installed in every home, and if a report is made to the appropriate authority, to ensure one is installed as soon as possible? The tenants are the ones suffering. No wonder the huge rush of 15,000 first-time buyers who joined Capital Low Deposit Scheme, which allows buyers with just 5% to apply for government equity loans of up to 40%, as reported by London Evening Standard of Monday the 8th of February 2016. But we should also be aware that this will not be possible for everyone, as some people in England are living below poverty level. Let's leave that for another day. We are in a civilized world, and I honestly think these concerns should be looked into and drastic measures should be put in place to address these concerns, as it directly affects humanity. The community minister, Stephen Williams, mentioned that people are at least 4 times more likely to die in the home if there's no working smoke alarm. This is a serious matter, but yet some landlords are still non-compliant to the law. I hope this will help to put things right, especially for you and I. Thanks for watching, and if you support my show or you have any suggestion, Kindly leave me your comments, like and subscribe. Watch out for my next show, and bye for now. Thank you.